All right, I think we are live right now. We are live. Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Breakfast with Coach Big Pete. Series finale and no notes. Doing this off the head mind, which is scary for a lot of people. Again, my name is Peter Limber, aka Coach Big Pete, publisher 6 of Deep Dish Football. Make sure you follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. That's coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. That is my email. Visit deepdishfootball.com. Also, again, if you like my work, feel free to leave a tip/donation via PayPal or VENMO link below, or on the Facebook Livegram or Instagram Live. You can visit deepdishfootball.com. Your donations go a long way. Also, again, next week will be my last live broadcast on Saturday, 3 p.m., Recruiting 101. Saturday, 3 p.m. This Saturday, 3 p.m., going to be talking all about the recruiting. I will not be taking live questions. So, again, send your recruiting questions to me at coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. 3 p.m. on Facebook Live and Instagram Live on the Facebook page of Deep Dish Football. On the Coach Big Pete Instagram page, we'll be talking everything you need to know about recruiting, so please send your questions if you have any questions. CoachBigPeteFP@gmail.com. That's CoachBigPeteFP@gmail.com. And again, this is the series finale of Breakfast with Coach Big Pete. It's been a fun time. 7 seasons of Breakfast with Coach Big Pete. A scary time to see this face. But again, I will be leaving Deep Dish Football in 2 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I'll be leaving Deep Dish Football, and again, Publisher 7 will be taking over in January. So this has been a fun ride. It's been a crazy ride. So let's get ours started with I forgot one thing. Still doing free recruiting advisement sessions. Parents and recruits, schedule your free recruiting advisement session with me. Email me at coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. I think I've done it's been so many with parents and recruits. It's been Zoom or phone. I met 2 parents in person. It was a wonderful time. I want to help out as many as recruits before I leave Deep Dish Football. That's the main thing. I want to help out as many of you as before I leave Deep Dish Football. That's the main thing, honestly. And I know people are asking me, where's the Sunday conclusion article? This video is part of the Sunday conclusion article, and the whole article will be published in about hopefully 2 or 3 hours. But again, let's get into the scores as we get into the IHSA State Finals. And hey, I gotta say this right now. Big shout out to all the teams, all 16 of the teams. What a wonderful, great games, a great weekend. Had fun watching the games. Really, some games that were very impressive, very entertaining. And again, I think most of the teams that we've guessed, except for 5A because of Nazareth, except for 5A, I think a lot of the teams that we thought that were going to win a state title won a state title. We had at the beginning of the season, we knew Lena Winslow was that damn good. So Lena Winslow defeats Camp Point Central pretty easily. Congratulations to Lena Winslow. Hey, I gotta say this right now. Huddle does not do them justice. They are that damn good. Very impressed, especially with the athleticism, especially the offensive line too. Camp Point Central, they end up losing. Big shout to them. They had a wonderful season. Big shout to Coach Dixon and his system with track and football. And I've talked about this before. He does a wonderful job. 2A. We had an idea of St. Teresa being good. We didn't know how good they were. They win the state title. They beat Tri-Valley, who had an unbelievable playoff season. But again, St. Teresa wins in the tough fought game, but St. Teresa gets the win. Congratulations to them. Tri-Valley, hell of a season. 3-8, IC pulls away in the third quarter against Williamsville, and IC, wow, wow, wow. And again, I've said this before, they have a lot of talent coming back. So, and for Williamsville, just that great season. Jake Seaman, Ethan Hines, I think it's Jacob Turner, their offensive lineman. A great job for Williamsville. Good season, but IC gets the better. And again, IC is looking good for next season as well. They're going to be challenging for a title next year as well. Lena Winslow, and I forgot to mention Lena Winslow, it's the third straight title if I'm not mistaken. Congratulations to the Lena Winslow Panthers. 4A. And again, Sacred Heart Griffin wins. Ken Leonard gets another title. He's now retiring. He's retiring in, I think it's December or January, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's December. But he's handing over the keys, and he gets the state title. And again, we thought Sacred Heart Griffin was that damn good, and they ended up winning the title. Congratulations to them over a Providence Catholic team that absolutely battled this whole season. And what a great playoff season, a great story for Providence Catholic. And again, like I say this before, Providence Catholic right now is set for the future. They will be getting a state title in the coming years because they're that damn good. And the pipelines where they battle schools, the schools that were battling with them, one's not interested, and the second one they're losing. So Providence Catholic is going to be challenging for a state title next year, no doubt about it. But a big shout to the whole team. 5A, Nazareth Academy beats Peoria. Nazareth Academy. Big shout out to Nazareth Academy. Coach Racky went for a lot of shit this year, but a big shout to the Roadrunners over a big win over Peoria, and a big shout to Coach Sloan Peoria. Again, young team. They're going to be there next year, no doubt about it. People were asking why is Thornton doing the onside kick, and why is he going for two? In the stats, in the numbers, it actually makes more sense. I know a lot of people are pissed off because it's not traditional or it doesn't make sense. Attention, people. That's how they've won games, and people need to shut. And I apologize for the language, but this is my last episode. They need to shut the fuck up, and that's just the main thing. That's how they won. That's why they won those games, Peoria. So please, if you haven't worked with the coaching staff, if you haven't seen game film, if you haven't worked with them on the Saturdays and the weeks, you need to shut the fuck up. Honestly, just shut the fuck up. That's the main thing. All right, I know I pissed off a lot of people, but Nazareth, big win for them. Logan Meshlik, unbelievable. He's going to be unbelievable in these next 2 years. He is a perfect quarterback for Tim Racky, and he, especially in that offense as well. But a big shout to them. So we get after that, we get into 6A East St. Louis, absolutely clobbers Prairie Ridge. Again, big shout out to East St. Louis's defense and their defensive coordinator. They came to play. The offensive line, unbelievable, and I say this again, that's a historic offensive line. I've talked about this in previous episodes, but that offensive line is a historic. That's how good they are. And you see quarterback battle, he was good before, but oh man, he is turning into a top Midwestern recruit. So big shout out to East St. Louis on the big win. Prairie Ridge, great season. Tyler Vassy, unbelievable playoff. Just the whole playoffs. So what he was able to do, he was unbelievable. Big shout to the playoff run of Tyler Vassy at Prairie Ridge. He balled out. He absolutely balled out. He deserves a huge shout out. 7A. And we get into 7A. Mount Carmel beats Batavia in pretty easily fashion. Batavia, again, they're going to be good next year. That's a guarantee. Mount Carmel, they had a lot of seniors on that crew. They're going to get some good talent coming back. They're going to be challenging for another state title. Congratulations, Jordan Lynch. But a big shout to Batavia football. Thank you for Mr. Pyron, Coach Pyron, for inviting me for his media day. Again, Batavia's they're always good, but big shout out to them. People have texted me about Webley, and I told you, he's that damn good. I'm telling you that right now. He's going to be something. 8A. I'm going to say this right now. Great game. Defensive battle. Yes, Lincoln Way East did lose, but Loyola Academy came to play, but also did Lincoln Way East. Big shout out. They got nothing to hang their hats on. What a great game. And again, Lincoln Way East is going to be good for next season. They weren't supposed to. We thought they were good. We knew that they were good, but we didn't know how good they were. Loyola Academy, they were supposed to be world beaters. They get the state title. Congratulations to them. Big shout out to Loyola Academy's defense as well. But a good win for them as to come up. Conspiracy theories. I should say conspiracy theories. We talk about this again. Just shut the fuck up, please. And again, I apologize for the language, but please shut the hell up. Conspiracy theories and all that stuff are usually not true. I mean, last week was the funniest one. Was Derek Leonard was winning, and he wanted Ken Leonard to win to get to the state title game, so that's why he gave up so easily. What are you talking about? Or the private school and the public school. Oh my God, the conspiracy theories. They paid the refs. They paid the refs. Shut the fuck up, please. And this is my last episode, a live show episode, so I can say that. So, and I know I'm going to piss off a lot of people. They won. And again, I'm going to say this again. Private schools, private institutions, there's only a handful that are actually in good terms with finances. There's a lot of private schools, they're not good with finances. And again, parents, even of the same denomination, they're not sending those kids to schools. Populations are dwindling in private schools, and again, they're going to continue to dwindle. We've had, I forgot to check, it was 2 or 3 private schools that have shut down already in 5 years. There's going to be more that are going to shut down. So please understand it. You even have all-boy Catholic schools that are discussing to merge into both sexes schools, 3, 4. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble for what I just said. But two boy and girl schools about merging. Again, you have to understand, times are changing. And for us to go to two different brackets would be an absolute waste of time and an absolute waste of money. So please understand that. Private schools, there's not going to be that many private schools that people think, no, they don't. And again, public schools do recruit, so you need to shut the hell up about private schools. Public schools recruit. There's evidence. We've had evidence on articles and that. So come on, just chill. Just take a breath in that. Also, and we get with that private and public school and all that crap that I have to talk about to make people. Talking about another thing. Well, IHSA should adapt instant replay with officials. People, I know, some of you are smart. A lot of you are smart. How much fucking money does it cost for instant replay? To add on officials? No, it's not going to happen. It would piss off so many people. People would be steaming their fucking heads off to induct instant replay. How much money it would cost, cameras, officials. It doesn't work that way, people. It doesn't work that way. It's not going to work that way. You're thinking of the NFL, and again, people are, and I'm going to say this, and this is one of my biggest rants ever. People are doing too much. They're comparing high school football with the NFL. They are taking the same thing that they see in the NFL with high school football. And it's absolutely fucking disgusting. It should not be in there. It should not be in there. I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of broadcasters that are using terms, NFL terms, when it should not even be discussed in high school broadcasts. Especially in scouting notes too. Because some of the scouts just think, it's that position, so I'm going to throw that thing. And you know that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You see in a lot of scouting articles. A lot of scouting articles. It happens to be people that never ever coached or never ever scouted in their fucking life. And again, I was sick to my stomach when I saw the Batavia Mount Carmel game. And I saw a kid get injured on the field. They panned the camera to that kid, and they said its name. Back in the day, in the 90s, you didn't put the camera on. You took the camera off the kid. You didn't say the kid's name. But you put the camera on it, you said the kid's name and all, and you talked about his injury. You're fucking stupid. You shouldn't be doing that. We should not be discussing about minors' injuries and where they got injured. Because if another team finds out and that kid's back on the field, guess where they're going to target? And don't say, well, that's 30, they'll get flagged, and there's not a lot of coaches that would do that. Let me tell you something right now. If a kid's got to take an advantage, he'll do it. It's football. Just to be honest with you. And it's dirty. It's dirty as fuck. But again, we do not need to know about a minor's fucking injury. And I know I got writers pissed off about that, especially fucking Friday Night Drive. But again, you do not fucking do that. And a lot of them fucking never even played a game of football, never even coached a game of fucking football. And they can compare it with the NFL. And that's the fucking problem. That's one of the huge problems. And I'm going on a rant, and this is my last broadcast, but I feel that I had to get that off my chest. It made me fucking sick to my stomach. Really sick to my fucking stomach. Never in my life have I been so fucking pissed off that you gotta put a camera on a kid's fucking injury and talk about it. It's bullshit. It's fucking Bush League and it shouldn't be fucking done. This isn't the fucking NFL. And that's what a lot of people like to do. Especially a lot of people that want to make money off of covering high school football. They use NFL terms. They throw it like a fucking shit on a wall to see if it fucking sticks and makes them look smart. When it really doesn't, it makes them look like jackasses. We've had a bunch of issues, especially with scouts and that. They didn't even know what the fuck they were talking about. You had a company that literally had to hire a guy, offensive line coach, who knows his shit just because another guy didn't know what the fuck he was talking about with the offensive line and was using terms that no one knew what the fuck he was talking about. So again, and I'm going to say this again, and I know half my people are pissed off at me right now. I'm going to say this again. When I put deep dish football, I put respect the game. That's the most important thing. You got to respect the game, respect the history of this game, respect everything. There's a lot of baseball fans and basketball fans, and I support kids playing second sports that think that they know football because they play basketball and baseball, and they use those terms. They think of that scouting of baseball, and they think of the scouting of basketball, and they mix it with football. Shouldn't fucking ever happen. And that's one of the main problems with high school football. And again, people just making money. And I'm gonna talk about some questions pretty soon. So if you're holding me in high regards, and you want to still hold me in high regards, you can log off or not look at this video. You can cancel this video. But since this is my last breakfast with the Coach Big Pete, and I'm gonna say this again, and because I have a lot of questions from people that ask me, is this showcase okay? Is that showcase okay? If the showcase is charging over $200 or $150 or $100, if a showcase is charging over $200, don't fucking go to it. It's a waste of money. Secondly, if a college coach tells you to go to a corporate showcase and he says, yeah, you should go to the showcase and it's over $200 and well, I'll see you, tell him to go fuck himself. And college coaches, you know who you are. You agreed, got you there. You can go fuck yourself too. Fuck you, thank you, get the fuck out. Simple as that. I apologize. Yes, I'm on a rant. I apologize in tirade. Also, and I'm going to say this. If a guy approaches you this winter, or parents, if you're watching, if a guy approaches you and says, hey, I can get your kid a Division I scholarship, all you got to do is pay. Thank you, fuck you, and fuck off. Simple as that. If you don't even know the guy and he comes up to you and says, hey, I need you to pay this, I'll get your kid a Division I scholarship, he's full of fucking shit. Don't do it. Pay for recruiting services are a scam. Do not pay for recruiting. I'm going to talk more about this next week, December 3rd, my live broadcast. It's my last live fucking broadcast. But I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say this every time. Do not pay for a recruiting service. Use that piece of shit, Keith Smiley from Next Gen. He's a piece of shit. Don't pay for him. down in Bloomington. He's a former professor. He can fuck off too. My recruits, Coach Perone, with his pictures of college coaches. And college coaches, I know you take money too, you pieces of fucking shit. Coach Perone, fuck off. My recruits, fuck off. Do not pay for recruiting services. And again, if you see a publication and they say that they are talking to college coaches and they're sponsored by a pay-for recruiting service, something's up. Because they're getting sponsored by a pay-for recruiting services, and they're saying that they know so many college coaches, and they're selling the scouting notes. Something fucking stinks, people, and I apologize for language. I am sorry for this tirade. But again, this is my last thing, so my last Breakfast with Coach Big P Live. I'll talk more about recruiting next week, Saturday, 3 p.m. with the Recruiting 101. But again, do not pay for recruiting services. I hate it. I loathe it. It made me want to fucking vomit when I saw a mom who sent me an email that she took a mortgage on her house because she had to pay for a fucking nutritionist. She had to pay for a recruiting service. She had to pay for a trainer. Not only that, the kid's a 5'10" fucking offensive tackle. And someone said he was Division I. You could have hit a shot of the FCS. But she took a fucking mortgage out to pay for a nutritionist and that and all that. By the way, little secret nutritionist, no, whatever the fuck it is. Salmon and sweet potatoes. That's all you need to fucking know. That's all it is. Hey kids, salmon and sweet potatoes, here you go. $500 please. I'm your nutritionist. And I know nothing about nutrition, trust me. I'm a fat fuck, but come on. Use your fucking heads. I beg of you. I fucking beg of you. And we talk about trainers. And I'm going to get into trainers and get into publications and then I'm done. We get into trainers. People have asked me, what trainer should I go to? I'm not going to give you an answer because they're like fucking vipers. They're like vipers in a fucking bowl. They fucking strike at each other and all that fucking bullshit. And they'll do whatever. But again, I'm going to tell you this right now. Find the trainer that best suits you and your family, that your kid likes. And I'm going to put this in. A trainer that respects your son where you're paying the lower amount than another kid that's paying a higher amount. He respects the kids the same way. He respects the kids the same way, even though you might be paying a lower amount. That's the most important thing. I beg of you. If a kid's paying $80 for instruction and another kid's paying $200 and $2,000 for private instruction, those kids should be treated the same way. That is the most important thing. That's the best trainer. Those are the best trainers. If they're treating all the kids the same way, with respect, they're not talking shit about parents and what they do for a living. And by the way, I know some of the trainers that have done that have made fun of a parent's living because, well, a parent was a farmer or a parent was a fucking tow truck driver. Go fuck yourself. Fuck you. Goodbye. Fuck off. Simple as that. Find a trainer that is respectable. And again, for trainers, you cannot complain about another training group because they do a large group of training and you do a private instruction and you charge maybe $500, $600 and say that your training is the best. You can go fuck yourself too because you're charging an arm and a fucking leg. Fuck you. And again, the most important thing, and I'm going to say this to you, the parents, the kid recruits, the most important person that a college coach wants to hear from is his high school coach. That's fucking it. That's it. That's fucking it. I'm telling you that right now. This is the biggest fucking thing that pisses me off. Well, my 7-on-7 coach, well, my trainer, well, my middle agent, my pay-for recruiting agent, fuck them. Writer, well, this writer said, I'm a fucking writer. I give my scouting notes to college coaches for free. I tell this, I don't fucking matter in recruiting. The most important fucking person in recruiting is your high school coach. You need to have a positive fucking relationship with that fucking coach. That's all you need. That's the most important fucking thing. And you got some parents. Yeah, You're right. And then you go to the trainer, and the trainer's like, well, no. I know this college coach because, well, he gave me a back rub. Fuck off. Thank you, fuck you, and fuck off. Simple as that. That is the most important thing that you need to know. We talk about writers. Oh, God. So I apologize. I'm not going to say it Sunday. I apologize. But we talk about writers. Writers, please understand this. And about writing that. Recruiting articles, you can have 20, 26, 28 articles for about recruiting it and not get a Division I offer. Because most of the college coaches laugh at them. Most of the college coaches laugh at rankings. Most of the college coaches laugh at stars. Deep Dish Football did rankings in the first, I think it's 2-3 years. Do you know why we did rankings? Because we gave the outrage from parents that we got via emails and DMs to college coaches. It was that fucking easy because parents right now, out of any generation, are the dumbest motherfuckers alive. They're the dumbest motherfuckers alive. And that's the truth. Because I've never seen so many parents get taken for money. I've never seen so many parents act unbearable. I've never seen so many parents act like little fucking kids and go on burner accounts and talk shit about other recruits on Twitter using fake burner accounts. Talk shit. There was a dad that talked shit to a Division I recruit and called him fat. What the fuck is wrong with you? And the same dad retweeted an anti-bullying campaign ad while he was calling another recruit a fat kid. What the fuck kind of world do we fucking live in where you have a dad that retweets, don't bully. That kid's fucking fat. Go fuck yourself. Honestly. And honestly, that's the most important thing. And parents right now have become some of the apps, and I'm going to tell us right now, adults have ruined youth sports. Adults have, and I take partial blame for it too. Adults have ruined youth sports. There should be no excuse for a parent to jump the barricade to confront the coach because the kid's not starting. Maybe, and some parents have to accept, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, my kid's an asshole. Just accept that fact. Or maybe my kid's a fuck. So, yeah. And that's pretty much, and again, I hate when people ask me, well, what do you think about this corporation? What do you think? I'll say this right now. Prep Red Zone. I love the writers of Prep Red Zone, except for one who thinks he's in the fucking NFL and is a joke. But I love all the Prep Red Zone writers. I think hiring Arthur Ray was one of the best. Rivals. I love Rivals right now. I love Rivals. I think Rivals is doing a wonderful job. They asked some people that needed to be asked. They cared more about the kids, and the best hire that they ever made was Clint Cosgrove. And again, I believe, and I'm very happy to see Edgy Tim making inwards to creating two-way communications with the coaches, because there was a lot of problems. And that's really one of the main reasons why the Deep Dish Football was started, was because there was a lot of lies being told by only one side. And it's good to see Edgy Tim went to the IHSA clinic this winter. And I think a lot of people were happy about that, and I'm happy to see that. Good job, Edgy. Good job, buddy. And again, 24/7, no problem there. A Prep Red Zone, I love the writers. I think the bosses, the owners, are just absolute fucking idiots, because they're basketball boys. They think that they're thinking. That's one of the main problems. You have basketball guys and baseball guys that think they're football guys, and they're not fucking football guys, and they have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Honestly. All right, so I pissed off probably 3/4 of the people. 1/4 of the people will hopefully watch the rest of the thing where I talk about recruiting December 3rd. But yeah, that's about it. But again, this was my last live broadcast for Breakfast with Coach Big Pete. Sorry for pissing off everyone, but I had to say it. This shit's been building up, and agreed, it's gonna fucking kill youth sports. Adults are killing youth sports. But hey, the NIL deals. Let me tell you something right now. That's one of the main reasons why I got my job, and I will be continuing February, moving up to Upper Michigan. I'm going to be scouting, and I'll be off of social media, which I'm excited about, so I don't have to see fucking dumbass tweets. But I'm going to be scouting, and I'm also going to be the lead of investigator for 2 national for NIL deals and dealing with recruits and parents, and it should be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited. But for anyone that's still watching, that's not pissed off with me right now, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so many for the years for the reading and watching. I apologize for the language. Visit deepdishfootball.com. Follow Coach Big Pete, Deep Dish Football, on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Publisher 7 will be coming out in January. I will be stepping down probably in 2 or 3 weeks, if not earlier. People being pissed off at me, but hey, fuck it, I don't give a fuck, and that's my personal feeling right now. Again, it's common sense. Recruiting's common sense. I'll talk more about this December 3rd at 3 p.m. on Facebook Live for the Deep Dish Football Facebook page, Recruiting 101. Send your questions to Coach Big Pete, FP at gmail.com. And again, my email is coachbigpete.fp at gmail.com. Follow. And if you like my work, feel free to leave tips / donation via PayPal / VENMO link below. And again, recruits, the most important person in recruiting is your coach. Talk to him. Have a positive relationship with your coach. And again, yeah, that's about it. And I wouldn't be here. I would not be here if it wasn't without you guys. I owe a huge accolades. I'm going to do a thank you video in a week. I owe a huge accolades and a thank you to all of you guys that watched, to read my shitty fucking articles. Because, hey, I'll even admit, my articles are some of the most horribly written articles ever. I'm not gonna lie to you. My articles are shit. I ain't gonna lie. But again, I owe you guys so much. Viewers, readers of my shitty articles, of my tweets, my Facebook posts, people that get my sense of humor, people that don't get my sense of humor. Thank you so much. But it's been a fun time. Thank you for joining for Breakfast with Coach Big Pete. This is the series finale. It's been a wonderful time. It honestly has been a wonderful time. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you December 3rd for the recruiting seminar, absolutely free, on Instagram Live, Facebook Live, where I'll be less angry and more happy, and just to answer questions again. For you to get your questions answered, email me, coachbigpetefp at gmail.com. It has been an honor. It has been an honor to cover Illinois high school football. It has been an honor, a complete honor, to do interviews with kids. It's been an honor to getting to know high school football coaches and college football coaches, and it's been a huge honor for the support, the donations, the tips from all of you guys. Honestly, it's been a lifesaver. Deep Dish Football was in a red for a couple times, but you guys bailed me out. You guys bailed Deep Dish Football out. Thank you so much. Publisher 7 will be out February. January. February is when I start my job. I'm moving up to Upper Michigan. I'm going to be a Youper. It's cold, and again, my fat ass does not like heat. My fat ass is going to be perfect in cold. So if you see me up in Upper Michigan, say hi. I'm going to be traveling up to Canada, Iowa, Nebraska, the Dakotas, Minnesota. Going to be scouting football there too as well, but with no social media, which I'm excited about. But thank you guys so much. Honestly, you guys, I wouldn't be here without you guys, honestly, and that's the most important thing. Thank you guys so much. So from Coach Big Pete, Publisher 6 of Deep Dish Football, this has been Breakfast with Coach Big Pete, 7th season, series finale. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for the language. Sorry for the tirade. I know I got a lot of people angry at me right now. I know I'm going to get a lot of people, but I don't give a fuck. Thank you guys so much for joining. All right,